Time for another high quality video. Check out my camera tripod. That stuff rocks. Right, this video is on the palstar Kilo Hotel -6. It's the palstar KH-6. It's a 6 meter radio, and it's that big compared to a cup of coffee. Behind me is the carrier bag it came in, and a half empty fruit bowl. Those items are unrelated to this radio. I'm putting a video up on this really to show people, because when it came available, I got an email through the club of some gear that was being sold off, and I had to Google it. Some images came up. I think on Google Images, like the first 2-3 lines were images, and the rest of it was unrelated stuff. Looked on YouTube, and there was 2 videos that came up with that name, and they were completely different radios. I don't even think one was a radio, and there was not really a lot on there. I couldn't find anything, so we're making this video basically just to share images and a couple of functions of this radio. We'll point out a few obvious things first. I'm a 6 meter newbie. I've only been licensed a couple of years and not that experienced on radio. Don't have a lot of time for it. Mainly been on 2 meters, a bit on 70 cm, tried SSB. I've had a few radios in the past couple of years, but the ones to get apparently are 6 meters and HF. HF isn't available to me. The station manager says finances are too low for 50 something years. It's pretty much I just pick up whatever's available at the time. So this turned up at a good price, and I had to have it. I was lucky; it's immaculate. I've experienced before with a very similar radio, a CB radio on 27 megahertz, made by Radio Shack. Looks identical to this, so a lot of people have seen this and been mistaking it for 40 channeled CB, because just surely because of the looks, it's identical in every way. So luckily I've got experience at radio and know roughly what to look out for. So if you are buying this handset or any other handset similar to this, a few things to look at are signs of it being opened up, like a car. Make sure the panels match all the way down. No tape. Make sure there's no cracks in the corner. You might have damage to the circuit board if it's been dropped. You know, if the outer casing's been broken, God knows what the inside is like. But the main thing I like about this, which you need to look out for, is the battery pack. Slide it off, make sure nothing falls out. Make sure the terminals haven't been badly soldered on, or bits of tin foil or something haven't been wedged in there to make a connection. Make sure there's no tape or bits of paper squeezed in there, where people will do that to stop the battery from wobbling, you know, to keep a connection. So when you get it, have a good look in there. Slide it on, make sure it's a good click. And look, there's no wobble on this. Loads of handsets I've had in the past have had a lot of wobble, a lot of movement, and you can lose connection there in your power, or you know, not have a good connection. So if you're buying a second-hand radio, it's not always a problem. I mean, you can always rectify it by putting in bits of paper or black tape just to hold it a bit more secure. But this is really good condition in there. So yeah, if you're buying a radio similar value, something to check out there. Now, unlike the Radio Shack, the 40 channel CB, the battery pack on this is sealed. It's got rechargeable batteries or cells in there. I'm saying cells because I'm pretty sure they're all soldered together. If there were batteries, they'd be spring mounted, you know, push in place. So to sort out the problem I think this has got with its age, it's not holding as good a charge as the day it was made. I'm either going to have to crack it open and resolder some batteries in there, or just simply order the Radio Shack battery. I think there's another make that's very similar to this, so I'm probably just going to order a new one of these and just fill it with decent rechargeables. Also, the other thing that's good is it's got a dust cap on the power input there. And a lot of radios lose these over time. The pin's still there, it's not some random bit of metal, and it's not bent and twisted. This radio is in very good condition for what it is, really. Also on the top, the dust cap for the speaker mic is still there. I've removed these in the past because I only ever use a handset with a speaker mic. There's no point using the original mic's never that great. They're always in a bad position or low quality, or the hole is just full of there's a hole there. The hole's just, if you open it up, it'd be full of dust or something. So to keep it good, just use an external mic. But again, experience with handsets before. I've had this mic quite a while. I had to trim off the plastic there, and I hate doing this to microphones. This microphone was in good nick. I love this microphone. It's got a speaker or headphone socket there, but I had to trim that off, and I've had to do that quite a lot with for antenna sockets. When they put it in a stupid place on top next to there, why not in the side? It's fine, it gets in the way there, but it's a bad fit. But it can be compensated, and you can buy different size sockets, with microphones. So to save cutting out, I could have just bought a new one, I suppose. But anyway, right. This is the Palstar KH-6. It's got your push to talk microphone, your up and down, your function button, your light, high low, RPT, SC, call, lock, tone, set, and 5 kHz depth facility. If you hold down the F button and touch one of the memory buttons above the button, it's in blue, it says memory 1 to 5. You can go to your pre-programmed frequency, or if you push F and hold it down to it bleeps, I think it bleeps, or it doesn't bleep. You can program 5 frequencies in here. Scan works with the radio squelch open, but it's very slow and noisy. And if you close the squelch up, it will scan around until it finds something, and it will pause momentarily and then continue scanning. At the moment, I'm scanning through the pre-programmed. Let's clear that off. That's better. It will scan around the frequency, or as just demonstrated by accident there, it will scan the pre-programmed channels, which is always a good feature to have on a radio. It's not picking anything up at the moment, but it normally just stops, pauses for about 3 seconds, and it will just continue scanning, which will give you time to look at the display, key the microphone, or turn the scan off. It's not too much to look at this radio, really. It is a handset. It came with a lanyard that I removed. I'm not a fan of lanyards. They are good, but I don't use handsets while walking around, so I don't really need one. The idea for this is to get another belt clip, which I've got in a box somewhere, and use it on a tripod while portable. As I say, it came with this 52 MHz antenna. I was lucky enough to get this big whip BNC fit antenna for 6 meters, and I got this one as well, the dumpy, spring loaded, so it's flexible, it's not going to snap and tear your handset apart, and that's telescopic. It's probably about 6 inches more antenna, and then obviously the coil at the bottom. So there's lots of different aerials for it. I've got a 6 meter mag mount for the car. I just need to find one for the house back of the shack. I'll probably make a flower pot antenna. They look pretty cool, simple to make. The microphone I already had. The charger was great, also in equally good condition, or great, fantastic condition as the handset. There's no marks, there's no cracks, it's not been split open and taped up, there's no heat. Some of the old ones, they sort of deteriorate. You get a lot of funny marks in the plastic where the inside's been heating up. You get none of that. The cable's intact, so I think it's the first second-hand power that I've ever had. The cable's still intact. No block connectors, no black tape, no sellotape. This is all intact. So yeah, I was really, really fortunate with getting the handset in such good condition. With everything working, cosmetically, it's in good nick. That's it, really. So yeah, I've just made this video quickly and briefly. As I say, I'm not experienced on 6 meters. It's my first 6 meter handset. Looking forward to some good atmospheric conditions to try and work the band. So I slurp of the coffee before it gets cold. that's about it really. There was a couple of other things I was going to mention, but yeah, that's it really. I've not. I had trouble when I bought it. Well, when I was buying it, I couldn't find anything online about the radio. Saw a few photos. Nothing on YouTube about it. I found 2 videos with the name, and they weren't even this radio. Google images, there's a handful of images, and the rest of the images are nothing to do with radio. So yeah, it's my little contribution to try and help this make and model be a bit more sort of available online. I'll get more friendly with the radio and the band as time goes on. So you got any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Again, I'm not an expert, only just got this handset, but it is very, very similar to excuse me, it is very, very similar to the Radio Shack 40 channel CB handset I had some time ago. I think I've had 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, that's it. Right, thanks for watching, and take care, and have fun on air, and hopefully we'll work you one day.